started up here helping him up here, doing bits and bobs around the ground. We had an old tractor and an old gang mower to start with, so I used to look after that as well because I've got a mechanical background. So we started up here with that, just doing obviously volunteer wise, helping him out on my days off and bits and bobs like that, and it's sort of growing from there. So we've actually got 4 11v11 pitches, 3 7v7s, 2 9v9s and 3 5v5s, so quite a few pitches, to tell the truth. A lot of grass. Well, day-to-day stuff is obviously the grass cutting, and then obviously the line marking is a week by week sort of thing, you know, so a couple of days, 2 or 3 days a week doing those, and then obviously the repairs on the goal mouths, centre circles, all the sort of major areas of wear and stuff like that. Then anything that crops up in between, really, weather permitting sort of thing. So it all changes all the time, you know, to whether it's we have a drought or then we have downpours of rain and it goes the opposite way. So it's challenging, but yeah, it's been good, and I've enjoyed it loads. Been able to get funding for the pitches here, which has been brilliant. You know, it's allowed me to obviously come and help out a lot more and hopefully improve the playing surface, and it's shown. And lots of people talk to me at the club anyway, saying, you know, what an improvement I've done and how good the pitches look and everything like that compared to what we had before when it was done by an outside company sort of thing. No, but it's amazing. I don't do it for this reason sort of thing. I do it for obviously love of grassroots football, you know, so it's all for that. It's not to do with these, but it's obviously nice to have one of these to, you know, it's a bit of what I've done for the club and helped them out. So yeah, it's very, very humbling. It's good. It's nice to have a little thing like this to reward, you know, for the stuff we do. But yeah, mine's all about the kids playing football really, and making sure they can play football every weekend.
I've been with the Mermaid now for 16 years. I moved back from Brighton, back to Hertfordshire, and I wanted a club. Went round the corner and went into the Mermaid pub and signed on that day. Played for the first 6 months and then realised that the club needed some help. So I took over the management of the club. You know, stopped playing 4 years ago, but have continued managing the club, brought in sort of number of different players and coaches, and we're in a fantastic position 15 and a half years on. I did my level 2. Then I just enjoyed that journey so much. I then did my youth badges. And then really I just want more and more of the sort of learning and the ability to sort of improve myself, but most importantly be able to lift that on and improve the players, and I was lucky enough to get enrolled on the UEFA B, which was interrupted a bit by COVID, but I completed that last year. My motivation is a pureness and love for football. These guys, so lucky to have these guys. A number of them have been with us from the get-go, and you know, my passion is football. My passion is also developing people and developing players. Not only in the football, but also outside of football. You know, we've got great friendships in this club. We support each other, and there's a strong togetherness because we train and we play them, and also outside of that, we've also got a really strong social link to the community. They'll be really proud and excited to know, you know, everything we've done has got us to this. And for me personally, just you know, just really proud, I suppose, of the recognition, because I do it for the love of it, and to get this is just amazing.
Hertfordshire is a very community-based club. Well, it's a village for starters. So, especially with the youth teams, the infant teams really, they're all local children. Most of them go to Nepal School or Walton Green School. They're all very local based, and I'm hoping that the kids they really like turning up, being part of a team. It's all about being part of a team, with your friends. It's just enjoyment. I'm hoping they enjoy it. That's what they should be coming here to do, just enjoy Saturday mornings, enjoy Sunday mornings. My involvement with Nebworth has been as a coach, as a parent, as a match day delegate. For the senior team, I do their social media. At the moment, I'm involved in helping as a youth development officer for the youth team. We're just running taster sessions for under 5s and under 4s at the moment, and I'm leading on doing that. And I will fill in for anyone that hasn't got a coach. If there's a coach not available, and we're really strict on making sure that there's at least 2 coaches on the sideline. If one of them can't be available for training or on a match day, I will fill in for them so that they've got the recommended people on the sidelines. I can't get enough of just watching football all the time. I absolutely love football. And just to see kids enjoying themselves, like even if I'm like watching on the sidelines or even coaching at the moment, I'm coaching some under 5s, and it's just brilliant watching them run around enjoying themselves. I'm absolutely amazed to have won this award. Just do it for the sake of grassroots football, just because it's enjoyment. I just want to get out and really enjoy it, absolutely love it.
So I've been refereeing now for a couple of seasons. I started out completing the online modules and then completed the course before then helping out in the West Herts League. Started off in lower age groups to grow my confidence and to validate what I'd learned and consolidated my learning. I then felt confident that to move up through those age groups before then being able to progress to more of an open age group and move across to Berkhamsted Sunday Football League. What I get out of refereeing is being able to feel that I can contribute and be part of the game. So whilst I'm not physically playing the game, those games won't happen without a referee. It's an absolute privilege to spend time helping and supporting young people entering into the game, whether it's from welcoming them to the pitch, welcoming them to the venue on the day, to preparing them and being ready for the match in terms of kit checks, etc., through to in-game decisions and explaining why certain decisions perhaps have been made. Wow, just really shocked, really grateful. I'm lost for words, but you know, it's an absolute privilege to be part of the game, being able to contribute. I'm not going to be able to play. I take my hat off to those that can coach. If I can play my part to contribute to the broader game at Grassroots, then that's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for this award. I'm really, really pleased. Thank you.
I started in grassroots football when I was 14 years old. My sister joined Starlets as a player, and I thought I'd look to get involved as a coach because I was going through a phase where I wasn't enjoying playing as much, so I began coaching. I found it was quite interesting and fun to do. I'm 19 now, so I've been here 4 or 5 years. I think it's made me a lot more confident in myself and in talking to people. I used to have a bit of a problem communicating with other people when I was a lot younger, and being in a position where I'm constantly talking and teaching both boys and girls how to play football, it's developed me as a person. It's helped me with a lot of my social skills and just confidence in myself in all aspects. Growing up, I was the typical one wanting to play football, but it made me realise that there are other jobs that you can get within football, and I actually found I enjoy coaching a lot more than playing. I like the creativity that you can use during it, putting on training sessions and matches. I did find a love for coaching, and I've moved on. I now work at the Stevenage Academy as well as the foundation. So at the foundation I'm now visiting different schools, putting on community sessions for all types of people, from doing walking football with the older people and after school clubs at primary schools and infant schools. I didn't come into volunteering and helping these girls out for the awards. It is nice to obviously receive something and show that what you're doing is being recognised. This is a good feeling winning this, and hopefully along the line, further down the line, if I can carry on, no matter what level it's at, I can carry on developing people, developing footballers and helping people win as much as they can.
Berkhamsted Raiders is a local youth football club. We've got over 1,300 members across boys, girls, inclusive, walk-in and futsal. We've got 350 girls now playing with us, which has grown a lot over the last couple of years, and we're now one of the largest girls youth football clubs in the country. Our core values are around respect, inclusivity and fun, and everything that we do is ensuring that all of the children that play within the club have the best opportunities to enjoy and progress and play football well. We do a lot of work with the community. We've recently been doing a big fundraising campaign for local Ukrainian children, so we managed to raise over £1,000 so far, and that's enabled a number of children to take part in football but also buy kit and equipment for playing as well. We also run this year a screening day with Cardiac Risk in the Young charity, which enables us to get over 100 children screened for undiagnosed heart conditions as well. Previously we've found a number of children who have had these conditions, and that's allowed them to go on and get treatment. So whilst we're one of the biggest clubs in the country, we also aspire to be the best in everything that we're doing. So two of our key areas that we're focusing on this year are inclusive football. We see a good number of children coming with a variety of physical and neurological impairments, and we want to really grow that and become one of the leading clubs for inclusive football in the country over the next 3 years. We're also doing a lot of work around futsal as well. We understand the benefits of playing small-sided futsal games, and the benefit plays back to regular football. It's great to be nominated for Hertfordshire Grassroots Club of the Year, and obviously it's a tremendous honour to win. It makes everything, it's just a testament to all of the work that everybody, all the volunteers do within the club, so thank you very much.
So I got involved in grassroots football for my son. He started here for community football and then worked his way through all the way to under 13s. Under 8s they didn't have a coach, so it was rich parents here every week, and my hand went up and I've been here ever since. It didn't come naturally at all to me. It's taken quite a lot of work in the backgrounds. I've been lucky enough to work through my coaching badges. Just recently finished my UEFA. It's kind of taken over my life now. I was just a mum on the sidelines, but now it's sort of getting involved in the courses and making sure we're doing the best for the boys. I've actually changed my job role, has now become football based, and I absolutely love it. We'll change it now. So it's obviously not the easiest being a female coach in a male dominated world. There have been challenges that I've had to sort of come up against over the years. I think at the moment is a great time to be a female in the football world. You know, with the Lionesses winning, it's just the drive forward that we all need. But there's always going to be challenges, and if I'm stronger than the challenge, then so be it. Yeah, I'm a bit speechless. Actually, it's amazing to think someone feels like I'm making a difference to their kids, and hopefully it will just continue from here going forward.
This evening is a fairly typical session for Fighting Fit Football. We're here at the Watford Training Dome, and it's set up for players with Parkinson's. So we're going to get about 15 to 20 players on an evening on a Monday night, and they all come and have a great time, meet people who are in a similar position. Fighting Fit Football came about because basically I was diagnosed with Parkinson's when I was 45. I was told by my doctor, and it's recommended by medical profession, to exercise if you have Parkinson's. 2.5 hours a week can really slow the progression of Parkinson's. So I started doing a lot of exercise, but I wasn't doing it very much with anyone else who had Parkinson's, so I thought the idea of setting up a football team would be a really good way of creating a community, getting people together in a similar position that people love football, and that's slowly but steadily built since 2019. So the benefits we get are very much, I mean, there's the exercise itself, which is great for Parkinson's, but it's also the mental well-being we're getting, the camaraderie, the team spirit and the community that's come about really. That's been a real huge bonus to everyone, including myself. It's been incredible actually. The community itself is as important as the exercise itself. So put the two together, it's a very potent way of helping people. The upshot of winning the National FA Grassroots Project of the Year award has been immense actually, because it's sort of, we've had a lot of attention. Obviously, we've had a lot of people who have been interested. We have people travel quite long distances to come to play with us, but also it's raised the profile of the club, not just within sort of disability football, but beyond that. And it's sort of validated everything we've done for the last 3 years, really.
Norman for 12 years, and the more I got to know him, the more I was inspired by him, in awe of him, and realised how much he does for grassroots football in Hertfordshire.
The great thing about Norman was that he just had an absolute passion for developing every referee in Hertfordshire, young and old, male and female, every different background. He didn't care. All he cared about was making sure that they became the very best official that they could be. Throughout
the whole time that I knew, I've been a referee 7 years. He's come to watch matches, he's come and offered support. A huge impact he's had, especially on my career as well as a referee. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be going through the promotion rank, and I know that that's the case for a lot of referees in Hertfordshire.
I've got to say, I've been involved in football for a long time, and I don't know anybody, and there's not a question about this, I don't know anybody that's done more for local football than Norman did. Hours and hours, and right to the very end. I mean, I remember driving along the road down towards Harvesters, and there was a guy going along on a motorised wheelchair, and it wasn't until I passed him I realised it was Norman going down to Harvesters to still mentor referees right to the very end. And I pulled in at Harvesters and we had a chat, and he was still as enthusiastic then as he was at the start.
Norman was unique in so many ways. He was a fantastic referee, but he was also a very fantastic man as well.
There won't be anybody that's done so much for local referees, young referees, and you know, I know so many that owe so much to Norm for all he did for them.